So we are getting yet another companion spirit for free this anniversary. Very exciting. And 2 new characters, Robin and Huo Huo, are being added to the shop. Lots of choices now. But should you get any of them, or should you continue holding your companion spirits? Well, there's actually no right answer as it depends on your playstyle. But let me tell you why any of them have any value. First of all, let's talk about Topaz and Luocha. You should never consider any of these 2 at all unless they are your favorites. Then disregard anything I said. Both of them need a Nova Flare, especially Topaz, whose job is constantly being stolen by the next follow-up attack sub DPS that comes out again and again, like Cypher and Asheville. Her only niche is in Fei Xiao team, and even then, a 4-star character like Hanmach is better than her, unfortunately. I honestly hope that she can get a Nova Flare because Topaz is one of my favorite 1.x characters. Luocha, on the other hand, does his job fine. He has one of the highest single target heals in the entire game. He is the only healer that can probably heal my day to full health with 1 heal, has emergency heals, however, he has no buffs.
Oh no!
So, he needs to have some buffs in his kit, besides just simply healing to have some value nowadays. Moving on. First, let's talk about Welt, who is getting a Nova Flare this patch. He is amazing now, especially if you have him at E4. But should you get him with your companion spirit? Well, unless your Welt is at E3, so that you can get his E4 with the companion spirit, I personally don't recommend to do it because he is in the standard banner and is also in the 50-50 loss pool. So you have a lot higher chances to get him by accident. Plus, he could also get replaced later. Like right now, he can probably fit him into an Acheron team, but Acheron might get a new support later. You could probably fit him into Sustainless, like maybe your Elation, because now we do have an Elation Sustain. He can also fit in there, but he will also get replaced later, most likely. So I would say Welt is a low priority. If you happen to have him, good. If not, then I don't think you should consider unless that one companion spirit can get his E4. Next, we have Robin. She's probably one of the best picks right now if you want to redeem something. Robin is very universal as long as the DPS in your team are attack scaling, and it's even better if you have duo DPS because she can buff both of them. Even if they are not attack scaling, the team-wide action advance she provides via her ultimate is still quite useful, but it could be niche compared to other supports that might synergize better. For example, 3B with D Herter. However, Robin has one problem at E0S0, and that is her energy. Not being able to be in an out state basically turns off almost all of her kit. So I would only consider Robin if you have her light cone, or maybe you bought the battle pass so you can get the light cone in the shop because they're also adding the light cone to the shop. Have a high merch Bronya light cone, maybe S3 or S5 to help with her energy. You happen to have a spare 3B light cone that also gives energy to her. Else, another consideration is getting her E1. Even E1S0 is actually pretty good, as it provides 24% all type respan to the entire team during her ultimate. E2 is also amazing, as when you pair E2 with her S1, it completely fixes all of her energy problems regardless of her team comp. I myself am considering to get Robin Eidolons on both of my accounts, E1 for my out and E2 for my main. With both Ruan Mei and Robin in the shop now, perhaps next year it is 3B's turn. Huo Huo. Wow, I really dislike Huo Huo for a long time. Nothing personal against her, but she just cannot keep the team alive. I even did a whole video about her a couple of months back talking about her value, and I'm kinda glad that now she at least had a Nova Flare. Although her Nova Flare did improve her healing, which is very nice, finally, but I don't know if it's enough. We have to try it out in game. I do feel, however, that her overall kit kinda barely changed, considering this is a Nova Flare, and I don't know if characters can get a Nova Flare again. If this is a one and only buff, this is kinda sad if she falls off later. We also did get a free Danheng Permancer Terai. which I don't think he's free anymore. But with the introduction of Anomaly Arbitration, we actually now need 3 sustains. So even if you have the free Danheng, you still need 2 sustains, right? You can consider Huo Huo for your Dot team, or even your Elation team, as she synergizes pretty well with them, as every Elation character, minus like the DPS like Silver Wolf, they all have pretty high energy costs, which Huo Huo can help them with. But do note that for Elation teams especially, she could get replaced later, as the playstyle of Elation wants you to have a full team of Elation, just like Remembrance. So we might be looking at the Elation sustain, like an Elation Hyacinth sometime down the road, possibly. Huo Huo's old E1 got moved to her base kit, and now her new E1 is also, it's kinda good, still has the speed buff, but I wouldn't spend a companion spirit for it. Finally, we have Ruan Mei. All I have to say is, you should get Ruan Mei, no questions asked. Okay, for real, okay, seriously, jokes aside. She is no longer best in slot in any team, but she is like the jack of all trades, master of none. In simple terms, she can fit anywhere, literally anywhere. 1 extra slot in your team, you don't know who to put, right? Ruan Mei. Finon's 4th slot is stolen by someone, Ruan Mei. Casteries, you skip Evernight. Remembrance MC is now EMC. The Herter took 3B, no alternative, Ruan Mei. You put Silver Wolf level 999, you got no Elation characters because you have been saving for Silver Wolf since she got announced, Ruan Mei. You don't have 3 dot characters, you got an extra slot, Ruan Mei. Okay, you get the idea. She can just be there for you even if she's not best in slot. I know nowadays a lot of people want to say about things, if they're not best in slot, you shouldn't do it, you know, etc. But I can tell you guys that even though the team or the character is not best in slot, as long as you can clear, I don't see a problem. You don't always have to use the best in slot to even clear the endgame, or even just to play the game for fun. One more thing is her E1, after Firefly's Nova Flare, is actually pretty good now. Because for Sustainless Firefly, she actually relies less on Super Brick multipliers now from HMC. So you can actually put E1 Ruan Mei there, which is slightly better. Especially now that, you know, MC is kind of occupied by Remembrance MC, then you also got Elation MC now, and then next year you got who knows what MC. HMC cannot always be there, so Ruan Mei can fill this slot. If you are new to HSR, I highly recommend Ruan Mei as your first pick if you aren't saving for anyone else. She has no major issues at E0S0 and can fit in anywhere. Remember, when nobody got you, Ruan Mei got you. Get Ruan Mei today. So, overall, here is how I would rate all of them. Robin or Ruan Mei equally, because they are both kinda universal and have the highest value here, in my opinion. Then followed by Huo Huo, because she's a sustain that can also buff, like energy and attack and all that. So she's already better than Luocha kinda. Then followed by either Topaz or Luocha. Luocha being a bit better than Topaz because he can heal quite a lot. And Topaz is you know, I really like Topaz, but God, she really needs Nova Flare, man. So, and then after this, followed by Welt, because Welt is a standard character. So I really advise against using it on standard characters. I rather you use the companion spirit on a limited character. Alternatively, you can just save the spirit if none of these characters interest you. These companion spirits do not expire, okay? There's no expiration date. There's no FOMO. There's no rush to spend them. You can keep them, you can stack them up. Every time they give a new character to the shop, they will give everybody 1 spirit. Who knows? Maybe next time when you collect 6 of them, you have someone you like, you can instantly E6 them. Something to think about. And with that, that is all for this video. Thank you for taking your time to watch it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want more. I do these videos quite occasionally. And yeah, that's all. Take care. Bye bye.